So what I'm going to do now is go on to any more questions when we're halfway. I'm more happy to talk. Navisworks. Now Navisworks is not primarily a CAD package. In the sense that you're not going to do too many drawings. It's really bringing drawings together for either the chief draftsman, probably a project manager, because you've got these drawings and you want to see how they're going to come together. For instance, you've got a piping drawing and you want to bring that in from Inventor into a factory. So, and the factory may be drawn with some DWG files and some DGN files, so you want to bring in this Inventor piping work. And you can do this with the Navisworks. What happens is you start a new drawing or start a new file, and what Navisworks does is create an NWD file, and you get a Navisworks Freedom, which is downloadable, or it's free anyway, whether you download it or you get it and distribute it, and it allows anybody to use or to view these NWD files that you create. You may be the person that's creating these, but you can then send them to anybody in the company or wherever's got Freedom, and they can view them as an NWD file. And you can also create these as a file that can be seen on the internet through Internet Explorer. So if anyone's trying to do some of the clash detection, it can be saved as a file viewable on Internet Explorer. So I'm going to open all these drawings in one go. There are 8 DWG files. They are about 20 megs there. And what I want to do, I want to take this information and create a file from this. So I'm going to open all these in one go, like that, and it's going to read all these files and create me an image of what these were individually in AutoCAD. So I've now got that image, and you notice this wheel here, it's exactly the same as the one that's in AutoCAD, it's the same one as in 3ds Studio, it's the same one that's in Inventor. It'll be the same one in any 3D AutoCAD Autodesk environment. So once you get to know this, you'll be capable of going between software. So this is all the imagery that was created from those 8 DWG files. Now I want to append some other files, and I go to here and I look, and I've got some structure. And this is creating, in this instance, you can see here all the file formats that we can bring in. For instance, Revit, IGS, there's Inventor somewhere, but this lies in my eyes. And the one I'm looking for is DGN. Step files, those sort of things. And a DGN file in structure. And this is MicroStation, not created. You've got a client or contractor you've used, and I want to open that file. And that file gets put in, all the information that's in there gets put in as well. Even the things that made this, in the sense that I've obviously got my blocks, and my layers that went in to create this. And even when I come to my MicroStation drawing, I can see its particular structure of creation there. And if I want to, I could go and say, well, I want to hide things. So I can even hide non-native information. And this drawing, turn around, twist, view, and I can then append other drawings. I can append the architecture. In this instance, that's going to be a DWG file again. Comes in, there's my architecture. So I gradually build up my drawing, my plant, my office, whatever the case may be. And if I want to, I can then go and view this. And I have some viewports. Pin this back. See, and I can have view save view things here. So I can look at various, there's the reception area. I can save all these, look round, call it the stairwells, all those sort of things. Or I can go back to my home view, which was set up there. Just going to around there, and I'll zoom in a bit here. And if I want to have a look at any area around here, what I can do, I can walk round. And I can also decide, well, actually I want to walk around as a third person. So I put myself in the situation. So I can walk around as well, which is a bit like Peter Pan at the moment. So what I'm going to do is just put on some gravity.
Has the man got any economics in it?
No, he says just as stiff as a board. And then I can, oh yeah, no ergonomics whatsoever.
So if you drop him off the edge, you'll go to the ground?
He would, actually.
That's great. That's good.
I won't do that. But what you can do is you can go in, and at the moment I've got vision detection on, so what happens is he's going to hit me. He's not going to go through there, but what I can do, I can turn that off, and I can go through and look inside here. And what I can do with this, I can start to mark up this particular drawing, turn off this, look from my own eyes now, around. I can save these particular viewports, go into here and save a viewport, that's my view. I have the view 1, I'll put it at the bottom. And then if I feel that something's wrong here, what I can do is I can review this, redline this, put an ellipse around where I think there may be some problems, write some information regarding this, saying them to check.
Bell steps.
And I can go around the whole drawing, red line. The only trouble is if you do that with loads of views and red lines, you're going to have a messy drawing. So what this does, it doesn't actually mark up the drawing. Any of this is not changing the native files. You're using those files. You're not changing the DWG files. You're not changing the DGM files. You're the project manager that's getting all the information from your contractors and employees, and you're bringing that in and reviewing it. You're the one that's going to sign off on the money or whatever, and you want to make sure this is going to work. And so, at this point, I can pan out. And as soon as I pan out, I lose that red line. It's not on the drawing. It's not going to mess up my drawing when I start walking around again. But as soon as I go back to that view, I can see that. And then I can carry on and carry on and carry on. This has lots of other functions. You can link it to a project management chart. So as the project management chart carries on, you've got week 1, week 2, week 3. You can make this grow. So you can see what happens in month 2, how far the building should have been done. If it's not done, that's all. So you can link all this together. It is a very powerful tool. It links a lot of other software together. And we hope to be able to demonstrate this more to you if you're interested, and we'll have a dedicated web page for this as well on our internet. So please feel free to look at that. So that concludes me for today, and your pizzas are getting cold. So but any questions once you've eaten?
Thank you.
Please call me if you're on site.